Guys, this is Tyler, owner of the Hong Kong Honchkrows, and today's my match versus Kamisa, owner of the Toronto Staraptors, and this is going to be the rematch fight, so it's going to be very interesting. I'm pretty scared of his OU setups. His OU setups with Volcarona, Tank Growth, Keldeo, pretty good. Volcarona, great setup sweeper. Keldeo, great to blow something up with choice specs. Tank Growth, just an amazing tank. Even his UU picks pose a lot of threats. Mandibuzz, great tank. Bowls out a lot of things. Haxorus, I don't see him bringing Haxorus just because I have Latios, and a lot of the mons I'm using can basically one-shot it. Azelf, he will probably bring, because I know he likes to run it as a suicide lead with Stealth Rocks, and then Explosion, which hurts a lot since I don't have a Ghost Pokemon, so he might bring it just for the fact that he can guarantee get that damage off without a normal block. Other than that, I'm not too scared of anything else besides the Registeel. The Registeel is terrifying. He used it against me last time, it walls me out super hard. I was thinking of bringing a fighting type, my fighting type Throw, poor man's Conk, but it just gets kind of shit on by too many things. The Mandibuzz, the Volcarona, just everything. There's just no reason to bring it. It's also way too slow. So, to start off against Kamisa's team, I'm running an Okaberry Magearna, mostly for the Fiery Dance from Volcarona. I'll take about 40%, and then hopefully kill it with HP Flying. If I have Rocks up, it's for sure dead, because it's going to do about 55 to 60%. If he sees that I'm shift gearing, I throw out Magearna. If he expects a shift gear, which I probably will do, he'll probably swap into Volcarona, because he knows I really can't one-shot Volcarona with anything, especially if he's running a Charty Berry. And he might use Fire Blast or Fiery Dance, which wouldn't, I believe, normally one-shot a Magearna, but with the Okaberry it'll do about 50%, which I'll live, and then he'll die the second turn since I'll be much faster. Speed EVs, or just EVs in general, put 32 in Speed EVs to get a 174 total, which with Shift Gear it will outspeed the Keldeo, it will just outspeed him. Because I don't want to fully invest in it, so I can just put more in bulk to survive some hits, and obviously a modest 252 to get the snowball rolling. Because if Magearna gets rolling, it's hard to stop, and even if you do stop it, it'll take out a large chunk of your team. So, just a pretty solid setup. Up next, Muzzlemouth, Heatran himself. Running the Fighting Berry. This may seem strange because he doesn't have a dedicated fighting type, other than Toxicroak. However, with the Keldeo, if he swaps Keldeo out into it, I believe he's going to be running Hydro Pump over Scald, since I don't have a ton of physical attackers. And so the Chocolate Berry is to deal with that, because if he's at about 60%, if I chip away at him just from other things, the Hidden Power Electric will kill him, since I don't think he would expect an HP Electric on the Heatran, especially since I've been running it very specially defensive, and a lot of HP investment in the last few matches, because I know he watches the videos, which is really good just to see how people build things. But Earth Power, just a generally good move, good for the Jolteon. If I don't want to miss the Registeel, like a guaranteed kill in the Registeel, and I don't want to miss with Magnastorm. Stealth Rocks, obviously, for obvious reasons. I have 52 Speed EVs in case he wants to speed creep the sped crept Heatran of a very little invested speed Mandibuzz. Because the Hidden Power Electric will also do pretty good against the Mandibuzz. Magma Storm and then HP Electric, because he'll roost, and then, Hidden Power Electric, then Magma Storm. The Mandibuzz, because it'll roost and then it'll lose its, if it's faster than me, it'll lose its flying type. So Magma Storm will do better against it. But other than that, Heatran's pretty simple setup. This is where the setup gets kind of weird. I'm running a set that you would really only ever see on D-Knight because of multiscale. However, I've calced out a bunch of things, and none of the unupgraded unupgraded moves will kill me. Weakness Policy, Latios. I don't think he can expect this. I've never seen it run on Latios. I've only ever seen it run on a Dragonite or a Rhyperior, really. So move-wise, it's Recover. Stored Power might seem strange, but if I Calm Mind the same turn that I'm expecting to get hit with a super effective move, I will get a total of +6. I'll get a +2 in attack, and +3 in special attack, and +1 in special defense. Stored power, giving +20 power for each of the user's stat boost, is a total of a +120. 120 plus 20, 140, that's a 50 higher base power than Psychic. That will blow a lot of things up. It'll one-shot Volcarona, Tangrowth. It'll one-shot an Assault Vest Tangrowth. It'll one-shot Keldeo, obviously. Haxorus. I don't believe it'll one-shot Azelf. It'll do like 80%. It'll one-shot Starmie. It'll one-shot Jolteon, Gligar, almost everything down from there. It'll one-shot. The T-Bolt is mainly for Mandibuzz and Starmie, just in case he decides to run specially invested Starmie, or like a special defense. Because if Starmie comes out, I'm most likely going to use Thunderbolt over stored power just for the safeness of it. But if he thinks I'm going to use a Psychic move and swap Starmie into it, thinking, oh, it's resistant, it won't take that much, it dies, which is pretty nice. But the Mandibuzz is a pretty big problem to everything, because if he lives, I'm going to have to chip the Mandibuzz down first for this to work, because if he lives the T-Bolt, which he will live with, I think, 2% left. If it's a super low roll, he'll live with like 2% left with this setup of EVs. I'll explain why I have this specific setup of EVs later and why I don't want to change it. But I'll have to whittle it down just a little bit, which hopefully Rocks can do, or it will do it if I can get it up. But hopefully I can. For the EVs in general, 148 in HP and 4 in special defense lets me live a Bug Buzz from Volcarona, which is quite nice, because that hurts a lot. And then with the Calm Mind up, I'll go faster than it because it's an unboosted Volk, and then stored power will destroy it. And then I can recover on what I would believe is a Keldeo coming in for the Icy Wind, or Mandibuzz, because if the Mandibuzz Foul plays, then at that point I kind of die. But if Rocks are up, then I one-shot it with T-Bolt. The 116 in special attack is kind of just a necessity, since I have to have 240 in speed with Timid in order to outspeed the Keldeo. But that's it for Latios. Tentacruel, basic spinner set, HP, special defense increasing, nature. Rapid Spin Scald, Ice Beam, Toxic. Toxic is mostly going to be for the Mandibuzz. And maybe the Tangrowth, depending on how it's run, if I can't get the Latios setup off. There's not really much to say about it. It's just a good mon. Bring it to almost every fight, because there's no reason not to. It's my one spinner. I could run Defog on Latios, but that'd be a waste of an offensive powerhouse. Up next, the Masked MacGuffin, running Choice Scarf. Choice Scarf gonna obviously make it outspeed anything unless they're Choice Scarfed, which the only mon I could see on his team that would be Choice Scarf would be Keldeo. And at that point, Keldeo can't really do much to Roserade. Even an Icy Wind won't do a ton because it's such a specially defensive Pokemon. But with Modest and Scarf, it'll outspeed just about everything. With the 104 in speed, 242 with the Choice Scarf, it'll be able to outspeed, I believe it was a Scarfed, no, it'll outspeed a max speed Azelf, which is quite nice. There's not really much to say about it. Standard set, Leaf Storm, Sludge Bomb, HP Rock for the Volcarona, because with Technician, it'll just destroy it. It's also, the Rock is also for the Mandibuzz. I could run Dazzling Gleam, but the Shadow Ball I really need for just in case the Azelf comes, because if I can outspeed the Azelf with the Shadow Ball, then hopefully it'll just die without being able to get its explosion off, which would be really nice for me because that's a large chunk of damage, or a mon that stays alive. Because if it does it against Latios, Tentacruel, Roserade, or X, fucking X gonna give it to you, Honchkrow, they die. Not against Oriana or Magearna, who are named Oriana, and Heatran. So those will be my two blocks for it, but hopefully I can kill it before that happens. Up next is Honchkrow. I'm running a fairly cheesy set, Scope Lens, Super Lock with Night Slash. With these three combinations, it's a guaranteed critical hit on Night Slash Sucker Punch, Drill Peck, and Superpower have a 50% chance to crit. So if I Superpower and then I want to go for a Drill Peck for like his Keldeo, if he wants to Icy Wind, it's a 50% chance to ignore the stat drop from Superpower, which I like my luck. Otherwise, I'm pretty confident in my luck. Otherwise, I wouldn't be running this set. But yeah, Drill Peck just because I don't want to deal with the Brave Bird recoil damage. I don't think it's worth it. And with the crit being 1.5 times, if I can get a 50% crit Drill Peck off, that's a 1.5 times power, and that's a 120 anyway. So that'll one-shot Volcarona, Tangrowth, Keldeo, all of his OU picks. So that's pretty good for me. Of course, it'll be slower than everything but Tangrowth, but it's also got some pretty good bulk invested into it. It'll live pretty much anything Volcarona and Keldeo can do to it. It'll live Jolteon, I believe, unless Jolteon is spec'd. It'll live, I believe, an Explosion with like 2% left if it's a low roll, because that does a lot. The Superpower is mainly for the Registeel, because that is still very scary to me. Hopefully crit the Superpower, and that'll do, I believe, like 80%. And then hopefully just go for another crit. But the Sucker Punch is also for the Azelf, in case it's already out and I think it's gonna Explosion. Use Sucker Punch, hopefully kill it. Crit kill would be nice. It'd be very interesting to see if, looking at his commentary afterwards, to see if he can figure out that this is a Scope Lens Super Luck build, or if I'm just getting extremely lucky with crits, which would be very funny. But yeah, that's really it for this team. I quite like it. I've did some testing with it, and I think it'll do pretty well. Hopefully I can pull out the win, but yeah, I'll catch you at the battle. Peace. Welcome back. This is my battle versus Camisa. With me is Jay, owner of the Philadelphia Froggators.
Yo, what's up?
This is a very unexpected team. I didn't expect him to bring hacks. I didn't expect him not to bring the Keldeo or the Volk. So just to be safe, I'm going to start off with Roserade. Roserade's a pretty good lead because I have it scarfed. That's interesting. I believe he's running Ice Punch. So, and I don't think I can Oko him with anything. I will calc that though. Offensive with Choice Scarf. Where's Choice Scarf? There it is. And Toxic Croak.
It's really interesting to me that he brought the Haxorus.
Yeah, because it kind of just gets fucked.
Yeah, your team just cracks all over it.
Yeah. Sword Stance. I could see that one. That's a definite dry skin, so I'm gonna have to Ice Beam him. Because I gunked. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh,
Wow.
That's Life Orb. That hurts a lot. Ow. I'm gonna go into Heatran because I think he's gonna Gunk Shot again. Nope.
Ooh.
That, holy shit. That kind of fucks me. Jesus. He's probably gonna Gunk Shot again because he's gonna expect me to swap out to save the Heatran.
That was a really nice prediction.
That was. Goddamn. No, the question is, if he Gunk Shots here, at least I get off the Stealth Rocks. So I don't need Stealth Rocks too much anymore because of the Mandibuzz. I can get a clean swap into Latios. Latios just kind of fucks him. But I'm gonna take the guess. I'm gonna go Magma Storm. Magma Storm will hopefully deal quite a bit of damage. Swap out. That was a good swap out.
Ooh.
And I missed.
Ugh.
That was very sad. But he was expecting the Stealth Rock. So he's probably going to use a Water move.
When we were scrimming for this, the Magma Storm still does a good bit of damage though, so that's kind of disappointing that it did miss.
Yeah. It did, I believe, 30 to 40%, so that really hurt. That Toxic Coke really surprised me, because it didn't do anything, really, in the first one. in the first match we had. I might just have to sack Tentacruel. Oh yeah, I'll sack Tentacruel.
Ooh.
That was nice. So I'm gonna throw out my Latios in the hopes that he will Ice Beam me. Which may sound strange, but with the weakness policy I've set up, it will hopefully get... Oh no! That was a pretty good swap. He can't hit me with a super effective move, so I really can't do much here. I'm probably going to swap out into Magearna. He might try to Toxic, or he might try to T-Wave. He probably will try to T-Wave. So I'm going to go
Could have rocks too.
Weaker mons, yeah. Cause I'm just going to switch back into Heatran. Yeah, this is crazy. This is way out of what I expected. But good shit to him. He's definitely bringing a lot of prep like I expected. Oof, I hate Registeel so much. Ever since last year with TK running it, it's definitely been quite the hassle. And it seems like it's a problem again for me now, so... Hopefully he's just going for rocks. Actually, I hope he doesn't go for rocks. Yeah, T-Wave. So,
Makes sense.
This is going to die, most assuredly. So I'm gonna have to use Magma Storm. I should have put HP Fire on that Roserade for it. Instead, I counted too much on him bringing that HP, or that Volcarona. Because I have nothing on Roserade to hit that. Because he's faster than me right now, I believe, unless he has 0 speed investment, which he might have some just to outspeed Paralyzed Mons. Because if I get this off, that's 50% damage, and that's, to me, that's pretty good damage. Ricky talking shit. Oh boy. You had me losing in this 3-0, I believe?
Let me check. I believe it was 3-0, yes.
Okay. There are only really 2 ways to win this. Starmie. Fuck me.
Parahax, baby.
Fucking Parahax. This is not in my favor right now. Hopefully...
No, it was a 2-0.
It was a 2-0? Okay. I hope I can... Hopefully I can still pull this out. If I get a Magearna off, then maybe I can do it. Right now it's not looking too good. Fuck, where are these Parahax when I needed them? Yeah. That was pretty good. I think he might actually be spec'd. He probably is spec'd. Or scarfed. I don't know what he would scarf though. Damn. I am not liking this right now. Huh. If he's spec'd or scarfed, this is still the best swap in. Because he might go for the Registeel, so I'm just gonna Shadow Ball. Leaf Storm will do more to Registeel, but it'll force a swap out on my end. He might be expecting, let's see. This is a hard one, because Leaf Storm will do a good amount of damage to basically anyone on his team. But Tangrowth and Registeel, even Mandibuzz, it'll do like 34%. Yeah, it's dead.
There you go.
That was spec'd. So that's good. One down. The Hacks. Fuck Hacks. He's gonna set up on me. I'm gonna have to go into a more bulky mon. I can't run this because though I do outspeed it, he has a Dragon Dance set up right now. I can guarantee that. Fuck. This is not looking good for me. Yeah, D-Dance. That makes sense. I hope he's expecting me to have the Shuka Berry and brought like a fire move. Because if he does, then that's good. But he probably is just gonna EQ here. But not in a great situation. Hopefully he's expecting the Shuka Berry and brought a fire move. But hope for the best. I believe I can actually live this Earthquake with like 2%, but I'm not terribly sure. And I'd rather not take that chance, but I kind of have to at this point. Haxorus is a pain in the ass. EQ? Yeah, I lived it with like barely anything.
Ooh, ooh.
I do not get the shift gear off, but actually I should have shift geared that turn. That was a mistake. If I got the shift gear off, then I would have been faster. Because wait, no, I wouldn't have been. Because it's meant to outspeed. Because this has right now it would have about 360 speed, 362, I believe. I can't really do much. I don't even think I outspeed the tank growth if he has speed investment. I do. Yeah. I couldn't really do much else with that. So luckily he has M&M out. With M&M out, I may be able to pull this off with Latios. Because if I Calm Mind right now, and he knocks off, or not, he's just going for that every time. That is not good. I'm gonna swap into the Honchkrow because if he... I'm gonna swap into the Honchkrow because it's already slow enough. It's slower than basically everything on this team right now. So there's no point in it, like, taking it. Toxic. He brought both. He brought Seismic Toss, Toxic, T-Wave. Now he's he might swap out into something, so I'm gonna Night Slash. Mandibuzz, yeah, that was a good swap. Ah, that hurt. It hurt me to see it. Ah, fuck. This is not looking good. He might Foul Play, because I don't think he's running a bird move. If this Drill Peck crits, I might be able to do something. It might be able to do some damage. No. It's too risky, because with the Rocky Helmet and the damage from Toxic, I will probably die from a Foul Play or whatever move it's running. It might be running, for some reason, HP Electric. Emo versus Goth. It's quite funny. Tangrowth. Oh god. This Mandibuzz might be the leading defensive MVP for me. This thing has been a pain in my ass.
Both of them are really good on his team.
Yeah. I'm gonna
he has a great defensive core.
Into Roserade. I don't want the Tox damage to build up too much. I don't think he's running knockoff on that Tangrowth. But either way, that Registeel like hard does it. Fuck. I was really counting on getting hit by a super effective move. Maybe I can clean swap into it at some point. Mandibuzz will try to Foul Play, and then go from there. Double swap into Registeel. Oh, fuck me. That is not good. He's gonna T-Wave me right now, so I'm gonna go back into Honchkrow. But there's no point in trying to poison the Roserade, and if he T-Waves, he might not do anything, so back into this. Double swap, oh my god.
Triple swap.
He is fucking... Oh my god. He is on fucking point, Jesus Christ. These mind games are fucking strong. This is really impressive coming from the Kamisa end. He's got me trapped in a really bad corner. My best hope is for just a Drill Peck. Crit. 34. Yeah, no. Whirlwind. Okay. HP Rock. Hopefully he stays in to try to... Cool.
Beautiful.
That was good, he stayed in. However, I am Scarfed, so I am going to have to swap out, because nothing he has out will take it. Which means he's probably going to go into Toxicroak for his Swords Dance setup. Because even, I believe... Hidden Power Rock. Hidden Power Rock will do barely anything to Toxicroak. Oh, and it goes back into that. That is a pain in my fucking ass. But good shit to him. Now he's probably going to expect for me to swap out, or for me to just go for a Drill Peck, because if he swaps then for that. So I'm going to go for a Superpower. God damn it, I should have... That Sphere is horrifyingly annoying. I believe that's game. Unless he knocks off here, that's basically game. Yeah, because he's just gonna do that. He's gonna probably try to paralyze me. Since I don't really get a, oh yes, paralyze. That is great. Since hopefully I can just Calm Mind one more, and hopefully get some more damage off. He might try to knock off here, which would make a lot of sense. I will go first, so I'm gonna... Right now, stored power is at a pretty good amount, but I don't know if I'll live a Toxic after and knock off from him, so I'm just gonna go for it. Nope. Knock off. Oh, I do live it. Cool. What's up, bitch? Ever play Metroid Prime? So right now, the best move would be, I swear to God, if he's running Protect, I could recover to bait it out, but let me see this. Let's throw that in. Obviously, it will die to T-Bolt, so something I hope is going to die to T-Bolt. Or I have stored power, which is 180 base power right now. Yeah, it dies, but then I die too. That's game. If that Toxic hadn't gone off, I would have had a much better chance, but fucking Toxic. If only earlier he had knocked off. But that's definitely game. There's nothing I can do here. At most I can Shadow Ball my way to victory. That goddamn sphere. Yeah, because Lee Storm won't do anything, so I'm gonna have to. Who knows, maybe I can... this is sad to watch. So the Paralyze... Hopefully I can end this with a 1-0 so that Jameson's prediction of 2-0 is not right. T-Wave, oh fuck me, that's annoying. I can't believe you even got the fucking Mons right. Damn. Well, that's sad life. Oh well. Good shit to Kamisa, that was super well played, really nice prep. Was not expecting the Swords Dance Toxicroak or the Haxorus really at all. But I should have, instead of running HP flying on the Magirna, I should have ran HP fire. But yeah, that's... A loss is a loss. He definitely played that much better than I did. His predictions are super on point.
He was playing, is like playing on a broken leg as a Haxorus, you know? It's even more impressive.
It may have seemed like it was, but just because I didn't have anything to take the Haxorus out, it wasn't. Because I didn't have a dragon move on me. I had T-Bolt and the stored power. So yeah, there's not really much to say about that. He played much better than I did, so good shit to him. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace.